Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Dakota Ray. Thanks so much for joining me on CreatorQon today. I have Kira in the building. Woo! Kira, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited for this, actually.
Oh my goodness, we're out of our minds over here. We follow you. We can't wait to talk more about you and learn more about you. So thank you so much. Let's get into it. Tell everybody who's Kira. Who
Oh my
are you?
goodness. Kira, she is a 36-year-old mama and wife that loves fashion, loves to be a neutral baddie, loves to be a MILF, and all of the above. I'm great.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What inspired you to get started? I understand that you started kind of back in January 2022. Is that correct? So, what inspired you to get started?
Honestly, I had a clothing business and it during COVID, it picked up, and then right when people started going back to work, it failed miserably. But I'm like, what am I gonna do with these 50,000 followers on Instagram? The girls still want the fashion, but how can I give it to them without the overhead? So I found affiliate marketing and I've been sold ever since. I love it.
I love it. So, do you do this full time?
Yes, I do.
Amazing. Congratulations. That's huge. And so, how would you describe your personal style in one?
A neutral baddie that loves to put on a show.
Yeah, I'm excited about this conversation. So what's one non-fashion thing your audience would be surprised to learn about you?
Fun fact, even though I love putting on a show and turning it up, I'm a homebody. I love my house. I love my four walls. It's peaceful here.
Are you a homebody? You know what's so funny about you saying that? I'm also a homebody. I
Yeah.
feel like people with like big energy
Yeah.
are also homebodies, but people don't think that.
Right. They think we're out in the streets and we're not.
We are absolutely not. We're at home. So you mentioned you have kids. Talk to me a little bit about your kids.
Well, I have one daughter and she's like six kids in one. Her personality is big, just like me and her dad's. And, I love it. Her name is Ava. She's 9 going on 68. And that's my homegirl,
That's
my little broke bestie.
Hey, shout out my broke bestie because I have a 6-year-old broke bestie.
Okay, girl.
I love that. I love that. That's so funny. So, do you remember the first outfit that you ever posted that like really took off? And
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah. And it's so funny because I'll post this outfit to this day and it is still sell out. They'll still ask me for the links. It was this purple two-piece. It was like a long sleeve. It was like a please say number. And I styled it so many different ways. And every time I posted, the girls just like eat it up. So yeah, that was my first viral video.
I love it. Okay. And so, talk about virality for you. What does that mean? When you post something, do you know when it's going to blow up? Like, is there something that's happening where at the beginning where you're like, yeah, this is going to do well? Or do you know right away, it's not really going to do that well? Is there any
Fun
telltale?
fact, the outfits and the videos that I'm like, about are the ones that go crazy. So as soon as I feel like a little in my stomach, I'm like, you know what, post it, girl, because the girls are gonna eat it up. So honestly, it's the ones that I'm like, oh, I done did it. I done did it on them. It's like crickets. I'm like, are you serious right now?
The ones that you think are not going to turn up, turn up.
Yes.
Interesting. So, what do you think that is? What is it?
It means I need to stop second guessing myself and just put it out there to the world.
Period. Yeah, I think that's what that looks like. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So, you help so many women with their personal style, of course. I guess, like, what advice do you have, for women putting pieces together and maybe who aren't feeling as confident or not sure what to pull from because of body types? Like, what advice do you have for women to get started on
It's so
having
funny
some?
that you said body types is because I feel like that's the first thing you need. You need to know your body type to know what type of silhouettes work well for you. Like if
Okay.
you are a petite girl, I wouldn't want to see you in a wide leg pair of pants because then you'll be swallowed whole. But if you're a more curvy girl, like baby, put on a pair of wide leg pants to balance your proportions out. So it's all about knowing your body type and then also knowing like your aesthetic. Like, do you want to be that girl? Do you want to be old money? Do you want to be sporty chic? Like, what are you trying to give? Okay. And after you know that, I'm a Pinterest baddie. Okay. Go to Pinterest, type that in, and then you'll find some inspiration from there.
Really? So let's get into Pinterest. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was like one of your go-tos. So do you do that before you get your fits? You pick an outfit, then you go there? How do you do it?
If I'm in like a rut and I can't think of anything, I just go to Pinterest and I'm just like scrolling. And I'll probably scroll Pinterest for a good hour. I get my inspiration more so from Pinterest than any other platform.
Really? Interesting. Okay, I hope people are taking notes. What's one fashion tip you swear by
Mhm.
that instantly levels up any outfit? Okay.
Listen to me, girl. I see my girls, they come out, they just put on their little shirt, they just put on their little pants. And I'm like, wait, where's the earrings? Where's the necklace? Where's the 16 bangles? Okay. Where is the anklets? Like, I need to see. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me
It's
turn on my.
okay.
I need to see it all. I need to see everything. Okay. Put on the accessories, babe.
Absolutely. You're big on affordable
Yeah.
and quality finds. So what's the brand or product that totally surprised you about quality and cost?
It's funny because I had the opportunity to work with Kohl's recently, and this is actually a Kohl's top. No, no, no promo here. No promo here, I promise. But like Kohl's. So Kohl's was like, hey, I was like, I've never shopped there before, but let me go ahead and see what's tea. Kohl's quality is actually very good. And all the prices were under 40 bucks.
Under $40.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, get your fines, people. Get your
Hmm.
fines. So I guess talk to me about, obviously you have a massive IG, massive TikTok. Like, how did you build this following? People want to know. Like, how did we do this?
This may sound crazy, but like consistency. I think a lot of people start and then they fall off because they don't see like the instant gratification. But me, I treat it like a job. I wake up every day 5 a.m., put on my full face, and I post a video, talk to my audience on my stories. I don't care if I got one view. I connected with somebody. Okay. So it's just about consistency and putting that energy out there.
I love that. And I think so, to your point, you don't care if you get one view. You're doing what you're doing. You're putting the content out there. You're sticking true to your cadence and to your work. So, do you think people get swallowed too much in the comments, likes, views of it all? Do they need to pay attention? Do they not need to pay attention? What would be your advice there?
Absolutely think pay attention, especially if you're trying to get brand deals. I feel like a lot of the brands want to see your ROI, your analytics, like, but I'm an affiliate marketer. So for me, it's like I'm just putting the energy out there because somebody gonna feel it, somebody gonna buy it, so it all depends on what you really want to do. In my lane, I feel like I just put it out there and let go and let God.
Let go, let God. Fail? Like, has something not worked out for you? Or, and I guess, what lesson would you have learned from that, if so?
I can't even honestly think of any. Anything that didn't work out actually worked out.
Period.
That part.
Stop the madness. Okay, so can you tell us about one of your most exciting brand deals? I know you mentioned Kohl's, but even if you don't want to mention the brand name, just the product and like what was excited about putting that collab together and how do you approach, putting content together for brands?
Okay, so recently I worked with a partner with a production team, and honestly, I want to make commercials. I feel like I see all the girls doing the same thing. They're talking to the camera, they're kikiing, and I love that. Don't get me wrong, but I want to make a commercial. I want to be in Times Square. I got goals, okay? So my most fun was recently my Fabletics campaign. I hope we can put a clip of that in here. But it
Ooh,
was for the
we
Kardashian.
will.
Yes, please. It was for the Khloe Kardashian Fabletics campaign, and I was acting like I was their long lost sister because my name starts with a K. So I'm
Let's
Kira
go.
Kardashian. And it just came together so fire. They let me have full creative control. And I think that is what made it just like fun.
It's amazing. Congratulations. First of all, that's massive. And when you talk about creative control and even looking at the Kardashians to still allow for you to have creative freedom over it, knowing your value, I think that's the biggest thing that we try to connect with brands about is like, let the creator do the creative.
Yeah. You
I'm
called me.
glad
You know
we're
what
talking about this.
I'm doing.
Say that again. Sorry.
I was like, you called me. You know what I'm doing. I got your back. Let me cook.
It's so like this is getting silly, right?
If I
So
get a
I
script,
agree. No, but it's the truth. And it starts to like, I swear to you, if my team cuts clips of how
mhm,
many times I've said, let the creators own the creative, like there would
yeah.
be 79 million clips of that because that's just our number one thing here. So I'm so glad to hear you say that. You understand it, you advocate for that. So that's really good to know. So that's massive. So how did this campaign come about with the Kardashians? Like, let's talk about that for a sec.
Okay, so there, I actually got a UGC campaign, and at
Love
UGC
it.
is user generated. I do not have to post on my social media, and I was like, "Oh, you don't want me to post? You don't think I'm good at what? Let's talk about this." So I was like, "You know what? Let's bring him a commercial." So I that was for the Becky G in Fabletics UGC. They turned that UGC into an ad. It went crazy. Okay, I was seeing myself. All of my followers were sending it to me, and then they were like, "Okay, let's see what you could do on your page." And then they came back with a 4-month contract. They were like, "Baby, we love you, girl." So yeah, just let's keep running it back.
Bring it back.
Yes.
Love that. Well, congratulations. I mean, obviously, not only, yes, your aesthetic, your content, your engagement, obviously your professionalism allowed for them to keep coming back to work with you. I think that's important for even young creators coming up to understand it's not just about, okay, yes, the work that you put in, like, and the content that you deliver, but also the process, right? So as you said, they kind of reach out to you about UGC and you're like, listen, I think I'm going to kind of pivot here because I think I can add more value.
Yes.
Get it,
Yep.
right? So I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats. I love it. Who are some of your top inspos that you like, that you follow, that you're like, I love this person?
Gosh, that is pressure.
Pressure.
My goodness.
Give it a think. One or two.
I'm biased. I'm Lola's my friend. So
Okay.
I'm so biased. I'm Lola is my girl, and Janisha Moore. I love her too. Those are my friends though. But it's like
Okay. What's been your biggest pinch me moment thus far as a creator in the space?
Okay, I had to scream because this literally just happened like 3 weeks ago. I was on the Jennifer Hudson show.
Saw that, and I was wondering if you were going to say it. Okay, good, 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 good. So let's get into that.
Let's
First
go.
of all, you nailed it. You did a great job. Talk to me about that whole experience.
So I'm a personality, and I feel like sometimes you can't really see that with my outfit videos. So I'm so glad that like people saw that, and the J Hud's show saw that. So I got an email, and they were like, "Hey, we've been following you. We would love for you to come on the show and do a style segment." And I'm like, "What? This is a Tuesday, a random Tuesday. I'm just in my house, minding my business." And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Yeah, call them. I got them on the jack like this. Hello, you meet me?" And they were like, "Yeah, we just need to do a little quick Zoom interview." And you know me, this is me in my house, right? I have my bonnet on, my heatless curlers on, and I'm like, "Hey!" They were like, "Oh my God, we love you. Let me present this to J Hud and the team, and we'll be back." So Wednesday goes by, Thursday goes by. Friday, they're like, "We love you. Can you do it?" And we're like, "Yeah, but the only bad thing is you have to come on Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday." They gave me 4 days. I said, "You know what? YOLO. YOLO." And I was out there.
To go for it. You
Yeah.
just have to.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So how was it meeting Jennifer?
So she is by far the sweetest human being. First and foremost, we're both Virgos. I was like, "Oh, our birthdays are 5 days apart." I'm like, "Hey, Virgos. Hey,
Do
Queen."
Virgos and Pisces get along? Because I'm a Pisces.
We do. One of my closest friends is a Pisces. I love her.
Are we?
Yeah. Get along. So she was so sweet. She was just so nice. She was very complimentary. She was like, "Oh my God, you look so stunning." Like she just was, you could just tell she's a ball of energy and a hoot to be around.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. And so you prepped for, did you get to kind of prep for the show? You only had 4 days, so that must have been pretty intense, I
Yeah.
guess.
So what happened was I was supposed to have the one segment where I showed people how to change spring outfits into summer. And then I sent them my viral fashion hacks and they were like, "Wait, no, we got to add this too." So I ended up turning it into 2 segments. And that's
What?
how come like you come back from commercial and I'm there again, like,
That's amazing. Advice, Kira, would you have to give a woman who's stuck, I would say, in a style rut and like doesn't know where to start? So I know you mentioned like know your body type, but yeah, what advice would you have for somebody who just is in a rut? Like they don't even know what's going on.
I mean, honestly, social media is the biggest takeaway. You could literally go into Instagram, type in fashion, and you'll start seeing a bunch of creators. Same thing with Pinterest, and honestly, YouTube. Like I get all of my inspo from social media. So I would say, girls, if you're in a rut, go to your favorite social media platform, type in the words fashion, spring fashion, summer fashion, and everything will pop up, and you'll find someone you gravitate towards, and you'll want to, follow her inspo. Sorry.
I love that. No, that's great advice. Do you have like moments of time where you're a little bit more like, Do you go through seasons of not just like seasons, spring, summer, fall, but fashion seasons of like your fashion actually dramatically changes? Or do you feel like it's kind of stayed consistent once you found your look and aesthetic?
When I first started off, I called myself the statement dress girl. And I realized like how many events do we have to go to? I'm a homebody. Why am I lying to myself? Like
Yeah.
where am I going? Where am I going? So once I found my look, and I give myself like daily looks. I love my cool mom outfits. I love like my neutral aesthetic. And I feel like once I found my look, I try to stay true to that, but just like, give them a statement piece here and there, but not as much, but always staying true to my aesthetic.
Okay. I love that. We want to do some fashion this or that with you. We need to hear from you on this.
Okay.
So, neutrals or bold colors?
Neutrals. Even though I'm wearing a bold color.
Stop it. Sneakers or heels?
Heels, baby.
Closet full of basics or statement pieces?
Basics for sure.
Summer fits or fall layers?
Summer, Miami,
Amazon or Zara?
Amazon.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, we want to do a few hot takes with you here.
Okay.
So, rapid fire, agree or disagree, style edition.
Mm,
You can't mix silver and gold. Agree. Trends are overrated. Personal style is forever.
agree.
If it's under $30, it's a steal no matter what.
Agree.
Fast fashion is fine if you know how to style it.
Absolutely agree.
Okay. Wearing the same outfit twice is totally okay.
Oh, disagree, Pookie. We take too many pictures nowadays. I don't want to see it again.
Oh goodness, this is hilarious. Okay, listen, Kira, talk to me and everybody about number one, when you're putting your content together, right? Because you post content every day, as
Mhm.
you talked about it. How do you get your inspiration? Where do you get your inspiration from? Or you just wake up and you're like, do you have a content plan? Or do you just every day kind of just go for it? What does that look like?
Contrary to everybody's belief, I wing it every day.
Okay, you're a winger.
Here, I walk into this closet and I'm like, ooh, what would I wear today if I was somebody's mama going to gymnastics? Me. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I still want to look put together and like whatever. What would I wear if I'm going to the airport, like right now, this second? And then I just start pulling looks, start pulling pieces. If I don't have something, I order it right away to be here by 5 o'clock. Thanks, Amazon. You know what I mean? And I just like literally like look in my closet and think to myself of different scenarios. And I also ask myself that question every day because it changes. How I feel last week is not how I feel tomorrow. So that's it.
Totally. And I guess for you, with people also in fashion in that niche, right? Do you feel that that has worked for you, against you? Like, what are the pros and cons, I guess, to being in the fashion space in the creator world?
I think the pros of it is that like fashion changes all the time. So it's like what again, like I was saying, like what I liked last week, last month is not going to be in tomorrow. Like right last week, I was into Easter outfits and Mother's Day outfits. Now everybody's like, no, girl, we want Cowboy Carter. I'm like, all right, there we go. Now I gotta order Cowboy Carter. So that is the pros of it, is just being able to pivot quickly. I think the cons of it is that you can't plan in advance too far.
For sure, for sure. Let's talk about Cowboy Carter looks for a
You
sec.
know,
Do you have some go-to looks? Are you working on some looks? What's happening?
one video that I posted, please put that in there because I love the editing on this. I'm like, welcome to the Cowboy Carter Show. My boots are guns, but I have a whole list on my Amazon storefront with just like Cowboy Carter coded items. But I will have some more coming out soon.
Okay. And let's talk about your Amazon storefront. Let's talk about the unbelievable work that you've put into that. Obviously, you're garnering success. Congratulations. But like, it's such a workload to take on, and not every creator decides to go the Amazon route, right? So I want to hear from you. Why did you decide to go that route, and why is it benefiting you?
I first started, that was the first thing that I found out about when it came to like affiliate marketing. I wasn't able to get into LTK. I don't think I had enough like cloud or followers. So
Okay.
Amazon was like, hey, we'll take you under our wing, baby. Come on. So I did that, and that it's given me the financial freedom that I didn't think I would ever have in my life. So yeah, I'm a die hard, baby.
Die hard. Do you have any, I guess, tips or insights for people starting an Amazon storefront? What should they be doing?
linking, and don't be afraid to link. I think people are so afraid of like what their family and friends might think. Like she's cringe for like linking her outfit. Girl, pay the bills. Hold out. Cringe gonna pay the bills. So you can be feeling that all you want, but when I'm riding down the street in my paid off car, we'll talk then. Okay.
I love it. No, it's so true. And again, why are we pretending? Like if we're trying to sell this thing or we're showing people this thing, it's all good. Here it is. Because
Yeah.
I'm busy and I'm on my phone and you post something and I don't want to go search and try to find. I just
Right.
want to be boom.
Let me do the hard work for you. I got you covered.
Period. Yes, I love that. Oh my goodness, Kira, this has been
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us at CreatorCon. I would love to see you in person, so hopefully you can make it out to our event. And thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was so good. Oh my God, you're a natural. Like when you talk about TV and doing commercials, I feel like you could totally be doing that.
Let's go, baby. Thank you.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much. So listen, what's going to happen is my girl Daria is going to cut the clips, piece it all together, make it neat, make it clean. We'll reference some of those clips that you talked about, and then she'll edit everything. We'll send them to you so you can see, and would love to get your opinion on if there's one that you'd like to repost or share or collab with us out of the clips. And then we'll go from there. But we're
Yeah.
excited.
I would love to collab with you guys in the clip. So yeah, please send me whatever you guys got and we'll do it.
Totally. Okay, can you do me a quick favor and just look to the camera and just like, oh, shout out CreatorCon. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, CreatorCon. Thank you so much for having me.